Today I will be going over a very fun project that you can do with the xTool F1 and the RA2 Pro Rotary tool. So let's jump right in and get the rotary tool set up with the F1. I will be using the chuck attachment today. It makes it really easy to swap out your tumblers. We will start by plugging in the cable that came with your rotary to the motor on the back. The other end will plug into the top port that is located on the right side of the F1. Next, pull out the base plate and set it underneath the rotary tool to stabilize it. You also want to align the side of the rotary with the first group of marking lines that are located on your base plate. Place the tumbler in the chuck and use the chuck key to tighten it securely. Alright, now that we have the rotary tool set up, let's head over to xTool Creative Space on our computer. First thing that we want to do is change the mode that we are in. By default, you most likely have the laser flat option enabled, but for today, we want to switch that to laser cylindrical. Since we are using the chuck, we want to make sure that is selected. xTool will ask you for either the perimeter or diameter of your cup, so let's grab that measurement really quick. xTool is nice enough to provide us with a tape measure that has either centimeters or inches depending on how you have xTool Creative Space set up. We are looking at about 26.5 centimeters. Back in Creative Space, you will notice that it is asking for millimeters, so in our case, that would be 265 millimeters. Now that we have the rotary tool set up, we can get our design imported. Click the image button in the top left corner of Creative Space, select your file, and click Open. I will start by resizing this a bit. This might change once we do some framing on the mug itself. For the rotary tool, we also need to rotate the design so that it is facing the correct direction. In my case, I have the bottom of the cup in the chuck, so I will rotate my design like so. Select all the parts of your image and select Engrave for your processing type. For mugs, I tend to do 2 passes. It is not necessary, but it helps speed up the cleaning process at the end. The first pass will be with the blue light to get the majority of the coating out of the way, and the second will be with the IR laser to clean up the metal. For the first pass, I set the laser type to blue light, power to 80%, speed to 400, and lines per centimeter to 300 for the best quality. Now we can do some framing. Click Framing and the rotary will turn to and start showing lines back and forth on your mug. This will show you if your design is too high or too low, and also the first line and the last line will help you center your design horizontally. Make any changes by manually rotating and moving the rotary tool until your design is in a spot that you like. Looks good. Let's start it. I can watch the F1 Engrave all day. It is so cool to see how quick and accurate it is. Alright, it is almost done here. The main thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to move it once it's done. Instead, let's head back to Creative Space. For the second pass, we select the IR laser, power to 40, speed to 400 and lines per centimeter to 300. Then click Start. No need to frame again. I find that I have better results on higher quality tumblers when I do a double pass, but you may find that it is not needed. I suggest having one mug that you can do all your testing on. Great! The second pass is done. Let's get the mug out of the chuck and do some cleaning. Now here is a tip that my wonderful wife showed me. Grab yourself a bottle of Barkeeper's Friend. It will make your metal engravings look so shiny and clean. Just give it a quick wipe and you can immediately see how amazing it looks. And there we have it. A beautiful mug that we engraved on the xTool F1. Thank you for watching.